the stage is set for an ultimate showdown between Tamil Nadu government and the governor over RN Ravi's decision to sack Senthil Balaji, a minister in the Stalin government. The governor has argued that Senthil Balaji, who has been arrested in the jobs for cash case, is facing criminal cases of corruption and has therefore lost the governor's pleasure to serve as a minister. The DMK government continues to staunchly defend Senthil Balaji and has panned his dismissal as unconstitutional. Chief Minister Stalin has decided to legally challenge the governor's move, and his party has launched a scathing attack on the governor. A DMK leader has gone so far as to allege that the governor's decision was perhaps influenced by his belief in Sanatan Dharma. Listen in to what's happening on the ground as the debate between impropriety and overreach is raging at this moment.
Who is the governor to dismiss Mr. Senthil Balaji? Does he have the constitutional authority? The governor is undermining the constitution. He is, I think, acting as per Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is not the law of our country. For Mr. Governor's reference, our constitution is our Bible, is our Gita, is our Quran. He is acting in a clownish way, probably to appease his political masters. Will the BJP allow the president to dismiss the home minister? Oh, he has not done his job properly in Manipur. See what's happening in Manipur. I am dismissing. If the president does that, will the BJP keep quiet? Will the prime minister keep quiet?
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Uma Anandan, BJP councillor. Also joining us, Rajagopalan, senior journalist, expert on Tamil Nadu affairs. Puhazh Gandhi, Mr. Gandhi, spokesperson of the DMK. But my first question goes to Mr. Aman Lekhi, former additional solicitor general, joining the news hour tonight. And Aman Lekhi, I want to just get the constitutional position on this entire issue. Does the governor have the right or not to dismiss, because the government of Tamil Nadu has questioned that?
No, he doesn't. The case is not only one of collision with constitutional principles, but I feel it involves dissolution of the constitutional mandate itself. I want to make 4 points, and it's important. One, our constitution doesn't contemplate diarchy or a parallel administration, and the action the governor actually falls into that particular category, which is constitutionally impermissible. Two, as long as there's a council of ministers, the governor is bound to act on the advice of the council of ministers, because that is ingrained into the constitution. Three, insofar as discretion is concerned, discretion where it is conferred on the governor is actually specifically stipulated and stated in the constitution as one of the schedules, and this doesn't actually fall in that particular category. In fact, our constitution moves away from the Government of India Act 1935, which are in fact granted expansive powers to the governor, which is not recognized by the Constitution of India. Four, insofar as the qualification or entitlement of a person to be a member is concerned, that is also stipulated in the Constitution. We have 2 articles. We got 173 talking about qualifications. We got 191 talking about disqualifications. As long as 173 or 191 are not violated, you cannot read into the power of the governor any entitlement to remove the minister. There can be some confusion as to the expression pleasure. But the pleasure which is there is not absolute, because the power is not pervasive. The power is in fact controlled and limited by the Constitution. This is manifest in 153 and 163 of the Constitution itself, because the governor is obliged to act in accordance with the Constitution. Therefore, it cannot disregard 173, 191 or other provisions of the Constitution, and has to act by and under the Constitution. And by and under the Constitution means where the Constitution confers specifically or under the rules of the Constitution.
All right, Ms. Uma Anandan, this is clearly overreach as being stated by the legal expert on the panel. Why would the governor take a decision of this kind? Because after all, in the Aam Aadmi Party government here in Delhi, a minister was virtually in jail for a year, still retained his ministerial position, and nothing was done by the BJP. Why is a different yardstick being used for this case in Tamil Nadu?
See, first thing you understand, in this particular case, Mr. Senthil Balaji's, the original complainants were the DMK, cash for job scam. and wherein the minister came to the High Court and admitted, after he jumped fence to the DMK party quite recently and became a minister, after that he had come to the court to allege that, yes, he had given back the money, what he had taken as a bribe. So how does, when we take oath as a chief, when we take oath as a minister, how does it matter? You tell me a minister comes, an elected representative, what do we take as a oath? Against corruption. So just because he's a minister and all that, should he be given a specific thing? A common woman like me or a you, we take bribe and we cheat. What does the law take?
But ma'am,
we have not taken.
But ma'am, pardon me. Any case, you may believe that there is a case against him. The investigation has to happen. Once the investigation happens, only then can you declare whether somebody is actually innocent or not. How can you decide that before that? And how can the governor? I'm not even getting into the case. Maybe the case is true and maybe the investigations are right. But how can the governor decide when to dismiss it? Mr. R. Rajagopalan, where do you think this will stop? Tomorrow governors will start withdrawing their pleasure. Ministers in various states then can be sacked whenever governors want.
This minister, Senthil Balaji, Navika, was, avoiding the arrest. The Enforcement Directorate argument before the Supreme Court and before the High Court were all very on particular cases. Apart from that, Mr. RN Ravi, the Governor of Tamil Nadu, was in Delhi and he met lots of constitutional experts and former Chief Justice, former Justice like that. And he has legal opinion to this effect that he has immense powers to sack the minister. Apart from that, my understanding of the situation is it is political. The governor's decision is also legal, and minister cannot hide under the medical pretext. Yesterday the court has extended his term for another 15 days. That is why governor waited for that decision to happen.
Okay.
And governor stuck it.
Mr. Gandhi, is this political, and will the DMK challenge this legally?
See, today's action of the Governor RN Ravi is one of the darkest in the history of India. Because here is a situation where an unelected governor who does not have any power to sack any minister is writing a letter. I wouldn't even say that this particular letter has qualified as a government order. Because if you see the letter, I am also a lawyer. In my whole career of my practice, I haven't seen such a shabbily drafted letter. It says, Thiru Senthil Balaji has, I'll just read out that letter. Sorry. Minister Thiru V. Senthil Balaji is facing serious criminal proceedings in a number of cases of corruption, including taking cash for jobs and money laundering. It doesn't say under what provision of the Constitution, because when there is a government order, particularly from the governor's office, it has to state under this provision, under Article so and so, I, Governor RN Ravi, is dismissing Mr. Senthil Balaji from the cabinet. This is a statement which he has to make. Because there is no such article which empowers the governor to dismiss a minister.
But the fact is also that the Tamil Nadu government, and that's the question the BJP is raising, the Tamil Nadu government is also giving virtual protection when there is a case, just when he's being arrested, you realize that he's unwell, and you keep taking bail on the basis of that. So you're avoiding investigation is the charge.
Let's be very clear. We are not avoiding any kind of investigation. Senthil Balaji suffered a heart attack and he is under judicial custody. The courts are monitoring it, including the Honorable Supreme Court. It is not only the magistrate court or the district court or the high court up to the high court level. Including the Supreme Court is monitoring it. The Supreme Court has accepted his custody. That is what has happened. Therefore, where is the question of illegality or where is the question of DMK shielding Mr. Senthil Balaji? And secondly, how the governor can judge whether Mr. Senthil Balaji is interfering with the investigation or not? In case, assuming if Mr. Senthil Balaji is interfering in the investigation, ED can very well approach the court and say, please change Mr. Senthil Balaji from Tamil Nadu to Karnataka.
Ms. Uma Anandan, please respond to Mr. Gandhi, and I have only 30 seconds on the show, so if you can make your point fast.
See, I would like to stress on 3 points. First, let the DMK cannot sit on a high pedestal and talk about the constitutional propriety. This same old party has burnt the constitution earlier when Mr. Karunanidhi was alive. So let them not talk about sermonizing now. Second, I would like to ask, Mr. Senthil Balaji himself has admitted that he has taken the bribe for job. What else do you want? When the convict himself, when the minister
But that is
himself
not a
admitted
matter,
he has committed a
ma'am.
crime.
That is
How
not
can
a
he
matter
say
that can be
No,
decided out
no,
of courts. When the courts are seized of the
Then let
matter,
us say,
why is
then-
this decision being taken is the question that is being raised. Will this actually snowball into a controversy once again to bring opposition parties together? Well, we'll wait and watch for that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me tonight on the News Hour at 9. Good night, be safe, and don't go away because Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan is joining you on the News Hour at 10.